Hey everyone, it is Jen here again. Today we're going to do another breathing mindfulness exercise. The feedback last week was that you found it really useful, so we're going to keep going and see what other levels of calm or focus or peace we can find. Today I really wanted to talk about a strategy that is super useful for you if you have a really busy life, a busy mind. You might be a slightly anxious person and have racing thoughts. The idea of sitting still or meditating might feel like torture. And so this is an idea for bringing mindfulness and focus and incorporating movement. So the current status quo is that we are allowed to go out for walks, and many of you are finding that you are doing daily walks as a form of exercise and are noticing that it's actually about your mental health as well, because you're outside, you're in the sunlight, getting that vitamin D. Quite often if you can walk in a natural environment, it can be super calming and really enjoyable as well. So this idea is something that you can do while going on a little walk. Firstly, we're going to bring attention to our breath. So obviously we all have to breathe, and this is about breaking down one part of breathing and bringing attention to it. The reason that we will be doing this is if you are having racing thoughts, if you have a busy mind, and it's difficult for you to create calmness or peace or stillness, bringing attention to one particular part of the breathing process can help give your mind an anchor and a place to slow down. So I'd like you to take a deep breath in with me. So breathe in and breathe out. And just continue on breathing in as much at a natural pace as you can. And as you breathe in, notice the sensation of air as it enters through your nostrils. You might notice that it's cool. You might notice that you can feel the movement of the air. You might notice that you can feel almost like the energy of the air pulls into your nose and pulls. In a yogic practice, we would call that a third eye. Or it's just an area of focus for you right now, an area that you feel the air moving up in your nostrils, pulling at the top of your nostrils. You might notice that you can feel the air in the back of your throat as you breathe in. You might notice that as you breathe out, the air is warmer. You might notice your posture as you're walking, listening to this, or as you're sitting. You might notice the way that the air expands your body as it comes in and comes out. So continue on as you're walking. You might be in a park or on a road. You might be, if you're lucky enough, near farmland or the beach or somewhere natural and open. And keep bringing your attention to the air. Just breathing in, feeling it come into your body. Notice any movements or changes in your body as that happens. Notice the sensations of the air, and then notice the release. And every time you find your mind wandering or the to-do list coming back in, just allow yourself to come back to the breath and how it feels. You might like to pause this video, or if you're just listening to it, this audio, and just notice that for a little while. Just give yourself a couple of minutes to practice that presence with your breath. And then after you have done that, I would like to do an expansion of awareness. So that awareness is internal and we've gone into ourselves. And then I just want to take you outside of your body and expand your senses beyond yourself and explore what that might look like for you. So I'll give you a few minutes and come back and keep listening. Or if you are not finding the breathing part of this useful, and then just continue on and we'll do the next part together. So hopefully you're feeling calm and focused and present. Hopefully you're feeling safe and well today. This next exercise is about taking notice of your surrounds. So often, myself included, we rush through the day. We quite often drive everywhere, especially in Australia. Many of you know I'm English and we tend to walk a lot more over there because everything's so close together. But here we have big, wide open spaces and towns that are far from each other. So we tend to be in our car, moving at a fast pace, and it doesn't necessarily allow us to take stock of our surroundings and notice things. One of the things that people have been telling me is that they are walking more and noticing their community, their houses around their own, parklands that they haven't seen before, trees, different just really simple and small parts of our local community. So now what we're going to do is keep breathing, keep feeling into your body, and just allow yourself to start using individual senses to notice more of what is going on around you. So we're going to do hearing first. Just keep breathing and just notice sounds that you might be able to hear close to you. Right now, I can hear my washing machine washing my clothes. I can hear the next door neighbour's dog barking. You might be able to too. You can hear my voice. You might be able to hear your own breath. You might be able to hear some birds or cars. You might hear rustles of lizards or little creatures in the grass next to where you are as they scurry away. You might notice birds or trees. Just allow your mind to wander from noise to noise. Try not to focus in too much on one noise. Again, you might like to pause this video for a moment and just allow that expanse of your hearing to really come into play. So feel free to do that. Otherwise, continue to explore further sounds further away from you. And then gradually bring in your focus to sounds close to you. And once you feel that you have explored all the noises and the wonderful hustle and bustle around you, you might like to focus on the sense of feeling. You might notice that you can feel the breeze. You might notice the way your clothes move against your body. You might notice the way that your breath again feels. You might be a bit puffed. You might be going up a hill and be breathing through your mouth. And you might notice how different that feels to breathing through your nose. You might notice that your sock feels uncomfortable. I encourage you not to fix it just now, but just to notice these feelings, these sensations. It's really interesting when we start to build a mindful practice. Mindfulness just means, for me, I believe it means presence, and I believe it means focusing on the now, this moment. So you can choose a different sense if hearing or sensation is not working for you. You could do sight. Because it's one of the more obvious ones, I didn't start with sight. But you might notice, what can you see close to you? can you see near your hands or near your feet? And then you might expand your awareness to start to notice things you can see a little bit further away, a few meters from where you are as you walk. You might like to try and count 3 to 5 green things or blue things, and play games with being really mindful and creating consciousness in the moment. Then you might like to expand your sight to further away, to what you can see as far away as you can see. You might be up high and have a really good view and be able to look far into the distance, or you might just be able to see to a horizon. You might be able to just see down to the end of the street. Just treat it like a child would, with curiosity. Imagine you've never been to the place that you're at now, even if it's your own backyard and you go there all the time. Try and find newness or something that you looked at a lot. Try and create curiosity within yourself. And this forms the basis of a wonderful mindful practice that is, I believe, more accessible to people who can't sit and meditate. And I struggle to sit and meditate. So I understand it's not the easiest thing to do. But I hope you find fun and playfulness and experience these mindful ideas in your own way. And feel free to give me any feedback or share your experiences with us, because we want to hear from you guys as much as you guys are hopefully wanting to hear from us. So that is your mindful exercise for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall be popping up some more of these ideas for you to explore and enjoy. Thanks, guys.